We honor you. We thank you for this section. We give you all the praise. In Jesus' mighty name. Amen. Amen. God bless you. Amen. Remember that tomorrow night is going to be a revival night.
Yes.
Yes. Praise God. So I just want to encourage every one of us to try to invite, bring your friends. We need to get the place packed up, all packed up. Okay? Amen. Amen. Bring the sick. Amen. Yes. God is here to heal in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. And how many of you have been blessed? Amen. Amen. Praise God. Amen. Tomorrow I just want to encourage you to get prepared for your test. Amen. For the what was the last subject that we dealt on yesterday? The lawyer associate. So Sunday is going to be a celebration time, amen. Where certificates and gifts will be given out. So I want people to put your efforts in doing what you are doing and know that whatever you are going to receive is going to be a blessing for you and your generation. In Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. So let the praise team please get ready for tomorrow evening. It's going to be an exciting time. Amen. Amen. Praise God. So this is School of Ministry. We're going to talk about leadership test. Leadership test of God. The leadership test of God. Who's going to read for us today? Okay, you want to read? Okay, I want one person to read and I want one person to read scriptures. So who's going to read on scriptures? Okay, fine. Amen. So look at your manuals and just know the scriptures that we're going to read. So immediately we get there, you're ready to it. Okay.
I'll say I can read.
Yeah, fine. Somebody says you said you're going to read?
Okay. Go ahead.
Do we all add this? Please, make sure that everyone gets this.
Okay.
Does anyone need one?
There's an extra one.
You have extra one there? They have extra one here.
Everybody have one.
So you put one?
Does everybody have one?
Everybody okay? So please, if you're going to read scripture, just look at the scriptures and open to the person that will get what you're reading, okay? Amen? Amen. Holy Spirit, we honor you and we ask you to come right now. Speak to us, teach us. We submit ourselves under your dominion. We can't do it on ourselves, so God. Give us understanding. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Many years ago, when I was in a certain Bible school, my professor of biblical studies would always end his lecture in the class with this statement.
Can you read louder?
As you are studying the Bible, study the character of God also. This got me curious, and I asked him one day to explain the differences between Bible knowledge and knowing God's character. He asked me to find it out by myself, while one of the characters of God that I found out is that he tests and tries his people. The more he uses you, the more he will test you and try you. It is one test to trust God. It is another thing for God to trust us. Before he can trust us enough to commit great and precious work into our hands, he will test and try us severely.
Amen. Even as the process as you're getting to, as God is working in you, molding you, building you, breaking you down, it's going to take you through some tests. Because of the assignment that is ahead that is so great, the task is so great. So God has to work in you so that you can reflect Him. So He will take you through a process of breaking, molding. Remember, as we read, if we read John chapter 15, that speaks about, it says, I am the vine, my Father is the husbandman. Everyone that connects with me, you understand what I'm saying? So it's important, we have to understand there's always a cutting back, that you bear more fruit, and verse 5 says you bear much fruit. You understand? There's a place where God will work on you, you will bear more fruit. That's not going to be your end point. Your end point is going to be where you're going to begin to bear much fruit. So in the process, there's a breaking down process that the Lord will take you into a process where you need to be broken down so that He can take you line upon line, precept upon precept, where you will look at yourself, you will not say, it is me. Everything you will be giving back to God. You say, if not the Lord, I won't be where I am today. Because most of the time as human beings, it's easy for us to get carried away because of the miracles that God is using us to do. And we've forgotten that the owner of the miracle and the owner of the anointing is God, not ourselves. We are only vessels. We are only vessels that God uses to do all these wonderful works.
Amen.
Amen?
Amen. A Bible foundation, Genesis 22:1, Deuteronomy.
Genesis 22, verse 1 to 3. Can we read, if anybody there? Genesis 22, verse 1 to 3. If somebody else, just read quickly, please.
Sometime later, God tested Abraham. Abraham, son. Yes, he replied, here I am. Take your son, your only son, yes, Isaac, whom you love so much, and go to the land of Moriah. Go and sacrifice him as a burnt offering on one of the mountains, which I will show to you. The next morning, Abraham got up early. He saddled his donkey and took 2 of his servants with him, along with his son Isaac. Then he chopped wood for a fire for a burnt offering and set out for the place God had told him about.
Amen. Is that 1 to 3?
Yes.
Amen. Now listen to me carefully. Remember that God called Abraham. He was the friend of God. He was the father of faith. For him to really inherit that position to become a father of faith, he has to go through a test. God promised Abraham a son for 25 years. When he was 100, he gave him the son. And he now told Abraham, Abraham, give me back the son. Take Isaac to Mount Moriah and sacrifice Isaac.
Yeah.
You know what you do for us? You take Isaac, after you lay down the altar, you slaughter him, and you now burn him alive. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You burn Isaac alive as an offering to him. Many of us today will not go through that process. We say, no, that's the devil. Devil, I rebuke you, that's the voice of the devil. But the truth is this, but God was testing Abraham so that to see whether Abraham is more attached to Isaac or is more attached to him. So in the process of leadership, as God takes you from line upon line, precept upon precept, God is going to test you. Because there will be times in our lives that our lives, emotions, aspiration will be attached to something instead of attaching to God. And God will tell you that is your best. That is what you love. You need to give it to me. Give it to me. And God watch you at that process. And the Bible records in Genesis chapter 22 from verse 1 to 3, and God tested Abraham. There will always be a testing time. The next scripture, Psalms 11 verse 5. So Deuteronomy 8:2.
Remember how the Lord your God led you through the wilderness for these 40 years, humbling you and testing you to prove your character and to find out whether or not you would obey his commands?
So do you see that the reason why God took the Egyptians through the wilderness for 40 years is number one, to do what? To humble them and to do what? And to test them. Because when he delivered them from Egypt, they are not prepared for the promised land. When God gives you a assignment, or when you have the coming of God in your life, you are not ready yet for the assignment. Even though you are being chosen, even though you are being anointed, but you are not ready yet for the assignment. So you have to go through a process of breaking down.
Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Psalms.
Psalms 105. The Lord examines both the righteous and the wicked. He hates those who love violence.
You see, the Lord examines what? Both the what? The righteous and what? And the wicked. 17 verse 3.
You have examined my heart. You have visited me in the night. You have tried me and found nothing.
Do you see that what David said? You have examined my heart. You have tried me. You have tested me. God will keep on testing you over and over again so that He will take off the pride. He will take out the self-center, the pity party. He will take away your anger. He will take away your frustration. He will take away anything that will be a stumbling block to your destination. James chapter 1, 2 to 4.
Dear brothers and sisters,
Dear brothers and sisters,
when troubles come your way,
when trouble comes your way,
consider it an opportunity for great joy.
it says when trouble comes, look at it as what? Opportunity.
Yeah.
For you know that when your faith is tested,
You know that when your faith is tested, that means there is a testing coming forth.
Come on.
When troubles and trials come to you in that assignment, know that it's an opportunity for promotion.
Amen. Amen. Gloria a Dios.
For you know that when your faith is tested, your endurance has a chance to grow. So let it grow, for when your endurance is fully developed, you will be perfect and complete, needing nothing.
Do you see that? It's important that you understand that when it comes, that is number one. Your faith is tested, and number two, there's an opportunity for you to grow, to learn new things. The reason why you go through things in life, your Christian walk with God, is because God wants you to be extra sensitive so that you understand that you are growing in the process and you are learning new things. 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 Continue. God test.
God tested and tried His people. He tested Abraham, Moses, Joseph, David, and all the people He used. He still tests and tries those of us who are His people today.
1 Peter chapter 5 verse 10.
Yeah, my first Peter fell out, so.
Okay, no problem. Can we get somebody else quickly? Somebody can do that quickly. 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 10. We have Zechariah chapter 13 verse 9. Malachi chapter 3 verse 3.
But may the God of all grace, who called us to His eternal glory,
May the God of all grace, who has called us where?
to eternal glory,
To eternal glory. That means God has a destination for us.
Amen.
He has called us to eternal glory.
Amen. Gloria.
Continue.
by Christ Jesus,
By Christ Jesus.
after you have suffered a while,
After you have suffered a while, there's going to be suffering.
perfect, establish,
It will now perfect you and establish you. After you have suffered a while, a lot of people want to eliminate the suffering. No, you got to go through. It's a process. So it's part of the package. Zechariah chapter 13 verse 9.
I will bring that group through the fire.
I will bring you through the fire.
And make them pure.
I will make you pure.
I will refine them like silver.
I will refine you like silver.
And purify them like gold.
And I will purify you like gold.
They will honor my name, and I will answer them.
And they will honor my name. When God takes you through the process, when you call the name of the Lord, God will answer you. When you lay hands on the sick, they will be healed.
I will say, these are my people, and they will say, the
Anywhere you go, it will be confirmed that you are a child of God, you are the servant of God.
Come on.
Can I hear amen to that? Malachi chapter 3 verse 3.
He will sit as a refiner and purifier of silver.
He will set as a refiner and a refiner and a purifier of silver.
He will purify the Levites
He will purify the Levites.
and refine them like gold and
Refine
silver.
them as gold. So let me tell you, that is what, to get the best of gold, he has to go through the fire.
Okay.
So the best of you, to get the best of you, you have to go through challenges.
Come on.
Challenges that will make you look at yourself and ask yourself, am I truly called? Challenges that nobody dare to give you an answer, but for you to look up to God and say, God, speak to me. I have no other place to go. Continue.
The purpose of these tests of God is to purify our inner being.
The purpose of this test of God is to purify our inner being.
To ground and solidify us in Him.
You see, number one, it says, is to purify our inner being, to ground and what? To solidify us where? In Christ Jesus. Not in the pastor.
Yeah.
Not in the elders.
Yeah.
But in Him.
Yeah.
Amen.
Whatever we are doing for the vision is for you to be solid in Christ Jesus. To know what is within us. Because many times we don't know what we are carrying. To get us ready for the great move. To make us what? A channel of blessings. A channel of greatness. A distribution center. A channel of power.
Come on.
Amen.
Next, please.
The tests and trials of God are not meant to kill and destroy us. Rather, they are tokens of His love and our preparation for greater blessings.
No. That, I guess that.
Okay.
Yes, the next one.
And the next one.
Yes.
Okay.
I want you to understand this. Character cannot be displayed unless it is first developed.
Yes, come on. Yes.
Character cannot be displayed unless it is first developed. So whatever you are going through is in the developing process. You are developing character, stability, integrity.
Can you say that one more time? Character cannot be displayed.
It's on the screen.
Are we okay?
Yes.
Whatever you are doing, God is working on your character.
Amen. 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 Gloria a Dios.
Next slide.
The tests and trials of God are not meant to kill and destroy us. Rather, they are tokens of His love and our preparation for greater blessings.
The tests and the trials of God are not meant to kill or destroy you.
Amen. Gloria a Dios.
Rather, they are talking of His love and preparation for what? Greater blessings. Continue.
There is no carryover in His test.
There is no carryover in His test. He will keep on putting you on that test until you pass that level.
Amen. Amen. Gloria a Dios. Amen.
If you have anger issue, you will never go to the next level until you learn how to what? Deal with yourself, hold that peace, and still love in spite of the hurt. Continue, please.
You will either pass or fail, and He will keep testing you until you learn your lesson and pass the test.
Amen. Gloria a Dios.
So long you keep passing His test, His blessings will keep flowing. But when you start flunking them, things will start stagnating in
Do
your
you see that?
life.
When you start flunking them,
So good.
then you are in trouble. You are in a mess. You have to understand it. David, go.
David was a man who exemplified the test of God fully. His life shows the kind of test that God will give to all those He intends to use mightily today.
Amen.
Number 1.
Test of obscurities.
Text of obscurity.
Obscurity.
1 Samuel chapter 16, verse 11 and 12.
Then Samuel asked,
"Are
these all the sons you have?" "There is still the youngest," Jesse replied, "but he's out in the fields watching the sheep and the goats." "Send for him at once," Samuel said. "We will not sit down to eat until he arrives." So Jesse sent for him. It was dark. He was dark and handsome with beautiful eyes. And the Lord said, "This is the one, anoint him."
Chapter 17, 34 to 36.
But David persisted. "I have been taking care of my father's sheep and goats," he said. "When a lion or a bear comes to steal a lamb from the flock, I go after it with a club and rescue the lamb from its mouth. If the animal turns on me, I catch it by the jaw and club it to death. I have done this to both lions and bears, and I'll do it to this pagan Philistine too, for he has defied the armies of the living God."
Amen.
David was forgotten of his father in the wilderness. He was made to keep the sheep. He could have allowed the lion and the bear to kill the lambs and sheep, and nobody could have blamed him. But to God, he would have failed the test of
Obscurity.
obscurities. What's the test? Faithfulness to serve in obscure, unnoticed, and unrewarding places where nobody's watching.
Yeah.
David was left behind. David was not even recognized. Because when someone came to anoint the sons of Jesse, they would have invited David. That means David had no importance in the house. But the truth is this: David was in the wilderness taking care of sheep. But that was his own test. My question is this: if you are given an assignment in the ministry, will you do it because people are there, or you will do it because God is watching? You have to. That's the most important question that must come into your mind and your mindset. I want you to get this afternoon. Is that David, when nobody was there, he took care of the sheep. He fought for the lives of the sheep. Test of security, faithfulness to secure something when somebody is there or not there. If they give you an assignment, or you have an assignment to evangelize to someone, will you do your best to make sure you get to that person? Will you protect that life? David was approved in the eyes of God when his parents don't even approve him. God does not need men's approval.
That's right. Amen.
When you pass your test, he approves you. David never knew by taking care of the sheep, God was looking at him from his own internal purpose. If he can take care of this sheep this way, he can take care of my people.
Come on.
If he can love the sheep this way, he can love my people.
Yeah.
Because at that point in time, God was looking for a king. That will come after his own heart. So what is the test? Faithfulness to serve in obscure, unnoticed, unrewarded places. When you do things, don't expect that every time your leader will come and say thank you. Wait for God to tell you thank you.
Amen. Gloria a Dios.
Amen.
Because many of you get to that pity party and babyish. Everything you do, you want someone to tell you thank you. No, but in this God agenda, God is the one that tells you thank you.
Amen.
And his thank you is a promotion, is a breakthrough over your life.
Amen.
That's right.
When David fought the lion and the bear, nobody saw him. Nobody told him thank you. But heaven has already celebrated him as the king of Israel. Number 2, test of sincerity. 1 Samuel chapter 16, 17 and 18.
All right, Saul said, find me someone who plays well and bring him here. One of the servants said to Saul, one of Jesse's sons from Bethlehem is a talented harp player. Not only that, he is a brave warrior, a man of war, and has good judgment. He is also a fine-looking young man, and the Lord is with him.
David.
David was doing everything honestly, sincerely, and plainly, not knowing that someone is watching and taking notice of him until he was brought to the palace. Can you be honest, sincere, and plain in all you do? Can you work in an honest and sincere way, not waiting for rewards and human appreciation?
Can you walk in an honest and a sincere way, not waiting for reward? The test of sincerity. He was faithful. He was honest and sincere.
Verse 7 to 16.
Can we go back, please? Go back.
Okay.
He was honest and what? And sincere. Amen?
Amen.
Are we getting something here?
Yes. Amen.
Next slide, please. Capability without responsibility is futility. That means that if you have been prepared for an assignment and you don't have the assignment, you become unimportant. Because it is the assignment that will qualify you. David has been prepared in the desert, waiting for an opportunity. When nobody was there, he picked up his harp and he still plays and worship God anyway. And it becomes a weapon in his hands. Continue. Number 3, test of preparation.
So David went to Saul and began serving him. Saul loved David very much, and David became his armor bearer. Then Saul sent word to Jesse asking, please let David remain in my service, for I am very pleased with him. And whenever the tormenting spirit from God troubled Saul, David would play the harp. Then Saul would feel better, and the tormenting spirit would go away.
Even after David had been ordained and anointed, God did not give him the throne. He made him to serve under King Saul and his armor.
It's so interesting. Even when he was, and if you look at other ordinations of other kings, immediately you are being ordained, anointed as a king, you ascend the throne. But for David, it wasn't so. After he was anointed as the king of Israel, he went back to what? To the shepherd's field.
Yeah.
He was being prepared. God wanted him to grow into leadership, not just to appear in leadership. Can you wait for your time of preparation? Did you pass the test of preparation under your own leader? His service of ministration refreshed his leader. He did not kill or destroy his leader. How about you there?
Test of preparation. You must learn to wait for your timing. It will definitely come. Your time will always come to lead. Don't try to get in front or to where God has not placed you. God will always humble the proud. So it's important. And stop. Don't get to a place where you begin to destroy your leaders, your leadership, or somebody that is ahead of you, somebody that God has placed over you to direct you, to lead you. David went through the test of preparation. I said, his service administration refreshed his leader. You are there to always refresh your leader. Because when you work close with someone, you will see his weaknesses. You are there to refresh him. You are there to encourage him when he's weak.
Right.
As he encourages you.
Yeah.
The test of faithfulness.
On that verse right there, it only goes to 23.
Okay.
So go ahead.
Yeah.
Jesse responded by sending David to Saul, along with a young goat, a donkey loaded with bread, and a wineskin full of wine. So David went to Saul and began serving him. Saul loved David very much, and David became his armor bearer. Then Saul sent word to Jesse, asking, "Please let David remain in my service, for I am very pleased with him." And whenever the tormenting spirit from God troubled Saul, David would play the harp. Then Saul would feel better, and the tormenting spirit would go away.
Now, David has been anointed as a king, but he never had a palace. He went back to become a shepherd boy. And when the time came, when there was a need somewhere, can we go back once more? Capability without responsibility is futility. He was capable of taking care of the assignment. So from a shepherd boy, he became an errand boy. He now took foot to where? To Saul as the king.
Come on.
From an errand boy, he became what? A praise leader. And when he was praising God, something was happening. Healing was taking place in the life of Saul. And Saul looked at him, you know what? I love him. He can't go. He has to stay with me. He has to stay with me. This is the person I've been looking for. But in God's plan and agenda, he knows that David is not ready for the palace. So David needs to go through a process. So through that process, he brought him into the palace so that he could learn the protocol of the palace. Capability without responsibility. You need responsibility.
Amen. Amen.
Go back, please. We're going to stop at 4. Hold on. The Bible records Saul loved him so much. And what happened? He kept him in the palace. And you know what it means those days when the king wants you in the palace, just like that, Trump said, I want you in the White House. Every other thing that you are doing is closed. You remain in the White House. That's what happened. Test of faithfulness. You have to understand that you have to go through the test of security, test of sincerity, test of preparation, and what? And test of what? Faithfulness.
Amen.
It's a process.
Amen.
It's a process. It's a process. Bow your head and let's talk to God. Father, we thank you. We bless you.